Good afternoon, teacher. I'm going to present my topic, grammatic rules, in the subject morphology and syntax. Table of contents. Introduction. Part 1. Tree diagram explanation. Part 1.1. Example of tree diagram. Part 2. Phrase structure rules and explanation. Part 2.1. Examples of phrase structure rules. Part 3. Lexical rules. Part 3.1. Examples and use on different contexts. Part 4. Movement rules and explanation. Part point, 4.1. Use of different movement rules. Introduction. Grammar is the system that structures language. In the presentation, we'll explore how English sentences are built, analyzed, and transformed by understanding grammar rules. We can better understand how meaning is organized and communicated. Tree diagram. Show how sentences are broken into parts constituents, like noun, phrases, and verb phrases. Phrase structure rules explain how words combine to form phrases and sentences. Lexical rules show how words are formed or change class through affixation, compounding, and conversion. Movement rules explain how we change sentence structure for questions, passive voice, emphasis, and more. Tree diagram explanation. A tree diagram is a visual representation used in syntax, the study of sentence structure, to show how a sentence is organized into constituents, meaningful units like phrases. Just like a real tree, it starts with a root, a sentence for S for sentence, and branches out into path like. NP, noun phrase, the subject or object. Verbal phrase, the action or predicate. Determiner, words like the a, noun, people, places, things, and verb, actions or states. Example or simple tree diagram. Simple sentence. Sentence. A bird sings. Parts. Sentence, root of the tree, a noun phrase, a bird, determiner, a noun, bird, verbal phrase, sings, and the verb sings. Example of complex tree diagram. Complex sentences. Sentence. Root of the tree. Noun phrase subject she. Verbal phrase predicate knows that he left. Verb knows. Complementizer phrase that he left. Complementizer that. Sentences embed sentence. Object or knows he left. Noun phrase subject he. Verbal phrase predicate left. And the verb left. Phrase structure rules. Explanation. Phrase structure rules are grammar rules that describe how words group together to form phrases and how those phrases combine to form sentences. They show the hierarchical structure of language by specifying what constituent parts make up each phrase or sentence. Rules. 1. A sentence is made up of a noun phrase followed by a verb phrases. Example, the child opened the box. 2. A noun phrase consists of a determiner and a noun. Example, the child, the box. Here we have the apply rule 1. In this example, I use the sentence, the child opened the box. And there are the explanation of the rules. Lexical rules. Explanation. Lexical rules are rules that describe how new words are formed or how existing words change their structure or category, like from a noun to a verb. These rules operate at the word level and they help expand vocabulary by forming derivations, compounds, or changing words class, like turning a noun into a verb. Affixation: adding a prefix or suffix to a base word to form a new word. Example: happy, unhappy, prefix "an". Example: teach, teacher, suffix "er". Compounding: combining two or more words to create a new word. Example: tooth plus brush, toothbrush. Example: sun plus light, sunlight. Conversion: changing the part of speech of a word without adding anything. Example: Google noun to Google verb. Example: run verb to a run noun. Lexical rules. Here we have an example of the different contexts that play is used. In a sentence, the children play outside. Part of the speech, verb. Explanation shows an action. And the other context, she wrote a play for the school. Noun refers to a theatrical script. Movement rules. Explanation: movement rules are part of transformational grammar and explain how elements in a sentence can be rearranged or moved from their original position to another position in the sentence. Question form: she is writing a letter. Original sentence: what is she writing a letter? Transformed to a question form. In the case of passive voice, we have the original sentence: the manager approved the proposal, and transformed: the proposal was approved by the manager. And the topicalization, we have I enjoy classical music. Original sentence. In the transformer sentences to topicalization, we have classical music I enjoy. Negative inversion: he never speaks during meetings. Original sentence. And the transformer sentence: never does he speak during meetings, for negative inversion. And we have the explanation what is correctly grammatical. Explanation question form. The object a letter is replaced by the word word what, which is moved to the beginning of the sentence. In English questions, the auxiliary verb is inverted with the subject she. This is a standard WH question structure, and that's why it is grammatical correct. Explanation passive voice form. In passive voice, the object of the active sentences, the proposal, becomes the subject and the verb change to was approved, be plus past participle. And this transformation keeps the meaning while shifting focus to the proposal, which is why it follows proper English grammar rules. And explanation topicalization form. Topicalization moves the object classical music to the front of the sentences to give it emphasis. This is commonly used in spoken and literary English, and while it is stylistic, it's grammatical correct in English because the subject-verb-object order is still understood. Explanation negative inversion form. When a sentence beginning with a negative adverb, never, inversion is required. The auxiliary verb does moves before the subject he. This is a rule in formal English, especially for emphasis or style, and is grammatical correct as long as auxiliary inversion happens. Thank you, teacher, for your attention.